Hey gang, today we are taking the Eventide H9 and putting it against the Eventide H3000. Legendary H3000, you know? I love Eventide stuff. I have all of their plugins. That's a conversation for another day. The H9, I like the sound, but to be honest, I don't like having to go to my phone for the interface. I don't know if there's a better way. I'm just saying I don't use it much because I don't like having to go to my phone to change patches and stuff. Maybe that's me. I know it sounds good. I know that. In the past, I've had an Eventide Eclipse. I had one for like 5 years. It's awesome. I only sold it to get an Eventide H8000, which is this massive at the time. It was the top of the line. And I was kind of disappointed. It's super complicated, the routing, and there's all these 5.1 patches, and it just was a little over the top. And then things in there that said they were replicas of like Lexicon circular delay or Yamaha symphonic thing. They just didn't sound like those boxes, because I have those boxes right here. They didn't sound anything like it. So I sold that to get back into something else. And I was going to get into an H3000. Have you seen the prices of H3000s? I mean, at one point when I should have grabbed it, they were about $1,000. And now, holy kalaba, they're like $2,500 and up. Just bonkers. So, yeah, so I probably will get into an Eclipse again, unless I could find some screaming deal on a 3000. This is Michael Torrens 3000, so thank you to him for letting me use it. We're going to put these together. I will give you my opinions at the end of the video. So I hope you can just have your own opinions on it. I recorded the guitar parts through my BE100 into a Fryette power station using my 2 Notes Big Hairy Cabs as the IR. That way I had some control over level matching after the fact. So these are to the hardware, and it is level matched as best I can. It's pretty close. So sound differences I don't think are a level thing. Anyway, without further ado, here's some clips. Let's check it out. to me, the H9 is incredibly valid as a sound designing, sound effect processor. There are some equally awesome sounds in the H9 as the 3000. Plus, the H9 has BLACKHOLE, which didn't happen in the 3000. It is in like the Eclipse and stuff, and that actually sounds, I think, a little better than the H9. So as a sound design coolifier stuff, the H9 is fantastic. Also, which I was kind of surprised, the classic Eventide micro pitch shift, to me it sounds almost identical. When I get really nitpicky in the studio and solo, there might be a tiny difference, maybe. When that patch comes up, the micro pitch patch, for some reason they rolled the tone off. So what you have to do is put the tone back to neutral. Because at first I was like, well, the H9 sounds lumpy compared to the 3000's micro pitch. But when you put the tone back to normal, it opens up and it kind of sounds exactly the same. They're super, super close. So that was a really nice treat. And in terms of like the delays and the actual just reverb quality, I think the 3000 just kind of stomps on the H9. When I have all of my Eventides together, there was sort of like a pecking order. The H9 was at the bottom. Eclipse was a little wider and thicker and broad and transparent, all in a good way. And then even the H8000 maybe was even a little more rich and wide than the Eclipse. The 3000 is similar to the Eclipse, maybe between the Eclipse and the H8000, but the Eclipse sounds glorious. H9 kind of sounds awesome too. Live, it wouldn't matter. In the studio, sometimes, you know, all those little 0.5% start to add up. But if you're going for like an LA studio, like slick rack sound, maybe have two H9s, and you're going to add reverb and delay and chorus and compression, and all those differences will kind of disappear, and it's going to sound awesome. So the H9, to me, it really that was a big successful game for the H9. If you want a rack mount version of that, you could go with the Eclipse. The Eclipse sounds fantastic. It's fairly easy to program, and you know, you could get your Eventide fixed there. So again, thanks to Mike for letting me borrow that. I hope this was helpful for anyone. Maybe you guys could sleep at night knowing that you're getting your micro pitch shift from an H9. You know, I will, until I could get an H3000 for not $3,000. Or I don't know, maybe I will pay that. We'll see how desperate I get. All right, guys, thank you for watching. We will talk to you later. See ya.